Hey, Rob here. I just want to throw an idea your way. It's a basic principle. It's one I've talked about many, many times, and that is the idea that photography is a business. Of course, unless it's not. If photography is a hobby and a passion, that's cool. But I'm talking about those who are in it to make money and earn a living. So one of the basic ideas, and this is something I talk about all the time, is that you've got to take on a business approach. And a lot of people get confused because photography has that strong instant gratification aspect to it, and it's frustrating as hell. Unless, of course, you're just somebody who's shooting for like $100, all your digital files, and you're getting lots of work because of that. That's not a business model. That's eventually going to lead to burnout. So that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a long-term community-based business. So I consulted with somebody yesterday. Actually, it's a client. And he showed up at the very end in the yesterday's video that I posted. And I was talking about, I forget what I was talking about. Anyways, it's the previous video to this one. And he showed up at the last minute. I kept recording for a little bit because he's pretty chill. Anyways, he's somebody who came in, I did his wedding 25 plus years ago, and he came in for a headshot a few months ago. And I often will revert to talking about talking about marketing and business because I like that kind of stuff. When I'm doing a headshot or a family session or whatever, this is a people business. If you're shy, you're not going to get very far. You could possibly make a living shooting inanimate objects, but then you got to find your niche, and there better be a pretty rich market for that. You still got to approach it like a business, man. It's a business. And I'll get to business again. I just want to finish my story when I consulted with this guy. So he was doing pictures for his website, and I said, look, if you want, I'll have a look at your website and give you some feedback. And that's what led to the conversation and my offer to him. I said, if you ever want to sit down and talk about marketing, and that's what he came by for yesterday. We spent 2 hours talking about marketing. I love doing that kind of stuff. I love consulting people and steering them straight and helping them understand. This is a guy who's pretty good, pretty savvy, very intelligent, decades of life experience and business experience. I don't think he's heard 99% of the stuff that I gave to him. And I did the same thing a couple months ago with one of our tenants in here. We have some commercial spaces, and one guy has a business. He didn't lose his job. He was put on temporary medical, he couldn't do his job anymore, and we don't know when he's going to go back. So he's looking at his business. I'm like, well, first of all, I'm asking myself, you have this business, but you have a full-time job. So that's a problem, in my opinion. You need to be 100% committed. Likewise, when you have somebody who's a shoot and burner photographer and they're doing these $100, $150 shoot and burn, you're getting a thrill because it's a dopamine hit. People love the work, and I often ask myself, do they really love the work, or do they love the fact that they're getting these images for like such a cheap price, and they're telling you how amazing you are, and they're pretty much blowing smoke up your you-know-what. Excuse me. Anyways, photography is a business. Business, you have to understand what a business is. A business is the acquisition of a group of a constituency of clients. You have to amass a growing number of clientele, and obviously they got to be repeat clientele. This is important. If you're in the business of constantly having to look for new clients, that's a problem, unless there are mitigating circumstances, like maybe you have a place in Hawaii or similar where it's a continuous flow of tourists and you never really see the same people for the most part again. However, under those circumstances, if you're selling to, say, tourists, you do have a steady flow of tourists. But for most businesses, we rely on repeat clients, especially photography. And if you have a photography studio in a community, you want to become well known as the photographer that people think of, go to, and tell others about when and if there is a need or a request or somebody needs to get some sort of photography done for whatever, headshots, families, weddings, pop-up weddings, babies, newborns, graduation photos, all of that stuff. So you got to take it like a business. You got to take it very, very serious. Now, let me just finish off by saying this, because this is going to be a quick video. I just want to make this point that photography is a business, treat it like a business. Now, some people that I've known over the years have gone in with the idea, well, we're going to do this, and we're going to do that, and we're going to donate a certain amount of our profits to a good cause. Look, that's fine. But skip that idea for now. Really focus on growing your business and making a profit. In my opinion, whenever I hear that, it's coming from a weak, low-resolution mindset. Meaning, you want to do well, but you probably feel guilty about making money. Because a lot of people in business, a lot of other people, kind of look down on you like you're doing something evil, but you're not. You're not. You're offering a very good service, and you're improving and enhancing people's lives. If you're not doing that, you're doing something wrong. So, but also get over this idea that you're going to sort of feel bad. Be honest with yourself. If you feel bad, you want to be able to sort of justify it by saying, you know, we're going to donate a certain amount to a nonprofit or some good cause. I mean, again, that's fine, but just eliminate that whole mindset. Really look at growing your business and offering a fair, decent price where you will prosper in the end, and your clients will love you for it. Okay, this isn't about making them happy or about feeling good about helping some cause. Okay? That stuff's okay later, you can deal with that later, but you want to hone your business skills. You want to take it like it's a business. Strictly look at it like it's a profit-motivated enterprise. This is so, so, so important. So whenever I consult with anybody like that, I always ask them, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Where do you want to go in 5 years? How big do you want to be? And if you haven't got that vision in mind, you got to start there. You got to have a pretty good vision in mind. Then we get into the whole marketing. There's a lot more to marketing. I'm not going to get into that right now because I'm talking about the core idea of what is a business. Okay? You're here to make money and to grow an enterprise. It's an amazing experience. Let me finish off by suggesting that if you are not comfortable with this idea, but you want to be in business, if you have any kind of reservations, if you're kind of scared, whatever, if you're reluctant, or if you feel like you need to justify it in some way, shape, or form because you feel bad about being in business, read some good books. Get around other business owners and pick their brains. Think and Grow Rich is one of the best books ever. Also, one book that really helped me was Growing Your Business by Paul Hawken. It's a little older, but it's amazing. There's a lot of business books out there. Highly, highly recommend you fill your brain. Okay, if you have any questions, let me know. I'm out of here. Thanks.